is up, everyone? We are back. Shane, Andrew, and I are back with the Comic Nerds, episode 70, guys. Very special episode. We've done this 10 times, 7 times.
Yeah.
But, like, yo,
And
Ted,
3 more
what's
10
good,
times,
man? Yeah.
we'll get that 100.
Yeah. Well, dude, we got to do something big for the 100 episode. But can you imagine that the fact that we've been doing this 70 times? Like, we actually put up with each other 70 times for a show like this.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I wish we could, look back through all of these episodes, from the very beginning.
Yeah.
I'm just baffled because, from when we started, we lived in one place. Well, at least me and Adam, we lived in one place. And until now, we live in a different place.
We do live in a different place.
Our journey was pretty intense.
Oh, okay.
It's been.
And I visit Shane, yes.
Yeah, you visited Shane. Shane visited us. We did a literal the Batman review, all together. Yeah. That was crazy.
Time has passed.
Yes.
Time has passed.
It's been crazy. It's been crazy. Ted says, "Comic nerds, yay! Also, hi. How are you guys?" Ted beat me to it, so I guess we're gonna ask, guys, how are you? How are you today on our 70th episode?
Pretty damn good.
I'm a little sore from work, but other than that, I finally took this is my first time ever taking muscle relaxers. I don't know, you guys ever taken that?
Oh no.
No.
Those out here are like
it made my arms slumped. I walk like a freaking Bigfoot the way my arms are moving. It's crazy. My muscles are crazy relaxed right now.
Huh.
But that's new to me.
I feel like I want to try it for fun.
I didn't even know those things were a thing.
Slouching. Yeah. It's to help with tensed up muscle.
Huh.
So yeah. Which I still feel pain now, but it's good pain because of the medication. But
okay. Good to know.
Not saying be hooked on it, but I'm just saying it's helping.
No. Yeah. Of course. But yeah, I'm doing good too. Thanks for asking. Oh, look at this. So you guys, I don't know if you can see it on the stream, but you guys are Pokemon on my screens here because I got a new app where you can be anyone watching the stream will actually get an assigned an avatar. You can do things.
Cool.
Yeah, you can do things to the avatar. You can change your avatar if you go to the about section of the Twitch thing. You can kind of change what you want. I have Pokemon from Gens 1 through 6, but I also have Dragon Ball Z characters. If you want to be a Dragon Ball Z character. What else do I have? I have, let me see. You have to go all the way to the back. I have Digimon. So that's what it was. I knew I had something else. I have Digimon. I have, Dragon Ball Z. And then, that's it. So, and Gens 1 through 6 of Pokemon. So you can always change your dude. You can do some things if you look at my screen here, I'm going to, oh my God, drop a bomb. So, and then, someone's going to blow up. Me and Kyle. Both blew up.
Yeah.
Or me and Ted. And then we...
What? Oh, flying.
Wow. And then we're flying, and then we got it. So we got Fruit Loops. Wait, is that Fruit Loops? I can't even see. Yeah, we got Fruit Loops in the chat. They're like a thing. Andrew's a little alligator. I don't know what Shane is. I can't really see. But
yeah, I can't tell mine.
I can't really tell. It's too small for me right now, and I can't really blow up my screen the way that this is going on. But you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. So yeah, it's fun. It's cool. You can earn points and customize your avatars and stuff. I think if they're customizable, it's a fun little thing that I put up, and it was a suggestion made by the Crazy J that is a very good suggestion. So. Very nice, very nice. And of course, I'm Umbreon. So we are in it, guys. Good days, good times. It's getting really cold. That's why I'm wearing this cape, because I'm freaking freezing. I'm cold. I'm really cold. I had to go outside. It's 20. It's not fun. It's dark still. It's scary. I don't like it. So
is that a blanket you're wearing? What is that
No, it's like a cloak. Here, I'll stand up and show you because it's a what's it called? It's you know the Attack on Titans that
I was gonna say it looks like that.
Oh,
because it is. See, ow! I forgot that I was attached
to
the computer. Hold on, give me a second.
Oh yeah, you're a scout.
Damn. That's a big emblem.
And it's warm.
It's pretty badass.
It's freaking warm. My brother bought it for me.
Cool.
He was like,
Nice.
I found this on Amazon. I thought it was the coolest thing, and so he bought both my brother and me one. So it was it's very comfy. So I wear it on like.
You put the hood up?
Oh yeah.
I want to see the hood on it.
It's a big hood.
Oh, okay. I'm about to get me one then.
I know. I should get one because what is it? Friday at the new season of Attack on Titan's coming out. I'm about to just get one just to wear.
Yeah.
It's only a movie. It's the final piece.
It's a movie.
It's a movie because like the newest version, it was split up into 2 parts of a movie, and like the first part was 1.5 hours, and then the second part is going to be like 1.5 hours too, and then that's it. This is done. I heard that apparently the director for the show apologized for how the movie ended, and it's kind of making me a little nervous because it's either like you're apologizing because it was so bad, or you're apologizing because it's like insane and you're not going to be able to comprehend it. You know what I mean?
Jesus.
Yeah. So
we won't be able to recover.
If he keeps the ending like how the manga went, I could see why people have like mixed feelings about it.
Oh, so you read it all?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how the manga ends.
2 years ago, a year ago, yeah.
I don't know how the manga ends. I don't want to know how the manga ends. I want to watch this, but like I heard that they weren't going. I heard that before they made the ending, they said that they were going to go a little off the beaten path there for the manga. It's going to be different than the ending. So I'm curious as to if that's going to be the case.
Yeah. I didn't know it was going to be a movie though. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I would consider it a movie because it's an hour and a half long, maybe 2 hours. So that's definitely a movie. But like, yeah, they're not doing a show. They're just done. Like after this, it's over. So it's cool. But Ted's just Ted's being Blastoise, just chill dancing. That's nice. I like it. So yeah, guys, why don't we get right on in? And there's a really piece of sad news today, like a really piece of sad news. And I'm sure you guys all know what it is, but Matthew Perry from Friends passed away. Due to a drowning. He drowned in his hot tub. And a lot of people are saying, I guess what happened was it was like a combination of some of the medications that I think he was taking, but it was mostly from what I read. He went out pickleballing beforehand and he worked up such an like a sweat and like an exercise that he went into his hot tub at his house afterwards, and you're not supposed to do that because like it's dehydrating or whatnot. I'm not entirely sure if that's the actual true report, but that is what I heard at the moment. And I am not going to do too much digging into it. I just think that it's very sad. Obviously, Chandler Bing was the best part of Friends, and I don't even like Friends, but he was the best part of Friends. I loved him in 17 again. He was good, and he was just he was overall. His past was very rough. Like he was battling depression, and I know he was battling alcoholism and drug abuse too. And it was just a whole thing. And it's really sad. So this is very unfortunate. I think he was like only 54 or like 56 or something like that. So it's sad. I guess I keep on saying sad, but that's really all I could say at this. Like, I don't really know how to react. It was just really unfortunate, and it was a shock. Ted doesn't want to believe it. He had a very bad heart as well from the years of doing bad stuff. Yeah, exactly. So a lot of people are saying that the damage that he underwent taking like the drugs and the alcohol, it kind of really ruined his insides, and it could have been from that, but. It's just we're gonna leave it at he unfortunately passed away. So rest in peace, Matthew, because he was good. I liked him a lot and I respected him. So it's really unfortunate. So that is our sad piece of news for the night there. Our next news. This is kind of interesting. So. We've all heard of Taylor Swift and, how she's dating Travis Kelce. Apparently that's like the biggest thing right now. But also like Taylor Swift, I don't know if you guys know too much about her, like what she's doing right now, as far as Ted apparently doesn't know who Taylor Swift is. But
Good. You don't need to know.
Yeah. No, my wife is probably the #1 Taylor Swift fan. So like I hear about Taylor Swift all the time. But the thing that Taylor has been doing is previously Taylor tried to buy her her older records. So from my understanding, and if I'm wrong, I feel like my wife is gonna overhear me say this from upstairs and then maybe charge me down and like correct me or get really frustrated. And if she's listening to this right now, she might be laughing. I have no idea. But Taylor Swift apparently has 5 albums out of her, I want to say 8. 5 albums that she doesn't own. And then she owns her 3 newest albums. So she wanted to buy the albums. And like, because, you know, the record albums that like the recording studio that she had gone through was making money off of her, and she didn't like the recording studio, so she tried to buy it. They said no. So what she ends up deciding to do was she has royalty rights now for all 5 of those albums because it's been 10 years. So she now is re-recording all of her original songs from those 5 albums, and also putting it in releasing maybe like 5 or 6 new songs per album. So not only is she re-recording like 10 to 15 songs, but she's also then releasing 5 or 6 new songs with each album that she's making. And she is making millions off of this. So all of the Swiftie fans, all the people who listen to Taylor Swift, they are now refusing to listen to the other recordings version of that. So now you'll have like, let's say for example, and I don't even want to listen to this song because I'm scared of how it's going to sound. But like You Belong With Me, like she's going to re-record that, I think. I don't think that she owns the rights to You Belong With Me. So it's like, I actually already heard it. It was actually kind of the same. So she re-recorded You Belong With Me, right? For example. And it sounds kind of different, but now it's like You Belong With Me, Taylor's version. So then everyone will only listen to that version, and then they won't listen to the other version. So now all these people are losing money, and they should have just, you know, given Taylor the rights. But she is now re-recording everything, and it has been such a money, like it's such a crazy good business tactic from her. But my point being is because she's done this, she is now broken her record, but she is now, her gross net worth is $1.1 billion. Billion with a B. So apparently record labels are now trying to set and enforce a new rule preventing artists from re-recording their projects. Instead of re-recording them after 10 years, it's 30 years.
Yeah, that was insane.
Yeah.
When I heard that.
Following the success of Taylor Swift, because they don't want anyone doing the same thing that Taylor Swift did. That's insane.
Bro, it's weird because I remember when I found out that like most artists, like when they work with record labels, like they can't even own their own songs or like the masters to their songs. I was like, bro, like that sounds crazy. Like, that's your song.
Yeah.
Like this is your music. But that was like a big thing, and that was like I think that's like a part of the norm of that industry.
It is a norm, but like it's a stupid one. It's really ridiculous the way that they do that, and how like artists don't even have the rights to their own songs. And I've heard of some like other things. I think it was BB Rexa. Apparently BB Rexa got screwed over like a lot in the beginning, or like they said that like, oh, she didn't write this song, and they claimed that they like she wrote it, but like but they claimed that she didn't. Or some other things where she like recorded a whole song and they didn't release it, but then they used it for something else, and she was like, that's my song, like some shit like that. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of crazy how people can kind of get away with this kind of stuff in the industry. But it just blows my mind that you have to wait as long as I've been alive to be able to re-record a song that you wrote. You record a song at the age of 20, you can't re-record it until 50. 50. By then, your voice sucks. Like you wouldn't be able to. Have you ever heard of like Elton John or someone where like they try and like actually sing live, like the dude from Bon Jovi? You know what I mean? Like they can't sing live that well anymore. They're like 80 years old. They can't do the things that they used to be able to do. They can't hit the notes that they used to be able to do. For Christ's sakes, like
Mhm.
Johnny Craig can't hit the notes that he used to, and he gained what 20 pounds. Like there's so much stuff that happens that like you're not gonna sound the same. Even in the re-recordings of Taylor Swift, I would listen to like the songs, and I'm like, oh, dude, like this sounds so different because her voice is different. Like she grew up. When she first recorded her first album, she was 15, 16 years old. You know, now she's 33 or something like that. Like her voice sounds different. She's matured. Like it's kind of crazy how she does that, you know? Wild stuff. Ted said if your wife hears you get this wrong, she will charge you through the wall into the front garden. I don't really like Taylor Swift's music, but she is very smart when it comes to business stuff. Dude, Taylor Swift is insanely smart to business. It is, and yes, Ted, I feel like she will literally tackle me.
Well,
through
her
my house.
fans are like loyal stuff.
Yo, they're mad. If you talk shit about Taylor Swift, you're canceled pretty much. I will not talk shit about Taylor Swift. I actually like Taylor Swift.
I don't like her songs.
Wow, Andrew's actually
Hey
going
man,
for
can
it.
you just quiet down a little bit? Jesus Christ.
You don't
Like,
like
I know of Taylor Swift, and her news is with the Travis Kelce. That's how it all started, like popping up on my feed. But prior to that, I did not know anything about Taylor Swift.
No, me either. Well, I mean, I did because of my wife, but
yeah,
dude, you got to see like Taylor Swift. I like some of her songs. All right, I'm not gonna like actively listen to all of her music, but I will admit that all of her songs are catchy, solid stuff. You Belong With Me is a banger. Drunk or Sober, I will dance to that and sing along.
I think that's the only song I remember of hers.
Yeah, it's a great song.
Like after her early stages, I haven't heard any of her new stuff. Like just at all. It doesn't like come up.
I don't hate Taylor Swift though. Like I felt bad for her because the only thing I remember about Taylor Swift was when Kanye interrupted her speech.
Oh yeah.
Ever since that, I'm like, oh man, I feel bad for Taylor. She's cool with me. I'm cool with Taylor. I'm cool
you don't have to feel bad for her. She's won so many awards and stuff. Like she's 1.1 billion, dude, with a B, like I said. But yes, so business tactic, like Ted said, dude, I was hearing some stuff. So my wife bought her album on pre-release, right? Which I was like, don't do this, because she did this thing once before and she did it again. So Taylor Swift is actually really good with actually like owning her music and really controlling it. I was like, oh, you could just find it on YouTube. Like, you know what I mean? You can't find it on YouTube. I don't know how, but for whatever reason, you cannot find their like specific songs on YouTube for the longest time. It takes forever. I don't know how she does it. Something happens where you just can't do it. So what she'll do is she'll release an album, right? And it'll be like, let's say it's a new album. She'll release a new album. It'll have 5 new songs. She'll re-record all of her songs. That's the new album. But then she will not release this one particular song. Then she'll release the new album Deluxe, where it only has one additional song, but you cannot listen to that song anywhere but the CD. It's not on Spotify. It's not on YouTube. It's not anywhere. So you literally cannot listen to that song unless you buy the CD. So now my wife was like, well, I don't have the deluxe. How am I supposed to buy this? Like, you know, I'm not going to re-buy the CD. So multiple people are finding out that the deluxe comes out after they already bought the CD. So then they buy the other CD. She did it too with her vinyl, where it's like you can only listen to one song for like a vinyl or something. Or like you can only listen to one song if you do this. And she's making so much money off of this because people are just like, I need to listen to this one song. It's crazy. She's such a genius when it comes to like business. Like it's wild how much money she makes. She goes and throws an entire country tour and then videotapes it, makes a movie out of it, and the movie is basically like you had front row seats to the concert. So then she's giving everyone else the opportunity who didn't get to see her concert see the concert, and it's just as good, if not better, because you actually see the entire performance like in HD. Like you're like right there. You know what I mean? It's just insane. And then people will buy that. She broke box office records with just her movie. It was insane. Ted said all the Swifties are just obsessed with her. And honestly, it's so annoying when literally any other artist wins an award. They're like, Taylor should have won. Insert artist's name. Sucks and should not have won. Yeah, but honestly, Ted, I've seen it with everybody. At this point, it's like if you're a diehard Beyonce fan, They say Beyonce should have won everything instead of Taylor, and that's like the craziest stuff. Or like Kanye, any fan is going to be like, this person should have definitely won. But honestly, I don't really pay much attention to award shows anymore because the award shows just, give the award to the most popular artist. Like they're not really giving awards to all these other people, or like they're making big artists. Like that's why Eminem doesn't go to award shows anymore. It's because he's like, this is ridiculous. It's so stupid. But people just don't take it serious. I don't take it seriously anymore. I don't even watch it. But yeah, Taylor Swift, man, we talked way too much about her. So I like the country Taylor Swift. I like the pop country kind of Taylor Swift stuff. It's not the worst. It's not my cup of tea. I'm not going to actively listen to it unless I'm drinking, but I like it. What am I trying to think of right now? Music videos, dude. Her music videos. Oh my God, her music videos are really cool. So yeah, next piece of news. The prequel is coming out in 2025. It's called Welcome to Derry.
What?
Yeah.
What?
It's coming out on HBO Max apparently.
Same actor or?
Yeah, the guy's playing. I think so. He's playing the same. I don't know.
That's pretty badass.
It's kind of cool. And it's like I think it's gonna be a show, maybe from the looks of it, or it could just be like a movie. Yeah. But it looks like it's a show.
TV series.
So that seems kind of cool. I like that. I'll definitely give that a shot. But it's coming out in 2025, so we gotta wait. But I like it. I think it's cool. I think it's nice. You know what's also cool and what it's also nice? You guys. I'm just kidding. Invincible season 2 is cool and nice.
I cannot wait for that.
I'm kidding. You guys are cool. You guys are pretty cool and nice. That airs. I heard that airs tonight, but Andrew, you said that it airs tomorrow. Is it just like a time difference or time zone thing?
I have no idea, but it just said the 3rd.
Oh. Well, never mind. Invincible season 2 airs tomorrow, apparently. So, that's the first episode of Invincible season 2, and apparently the Boys spinoff also airs tonight or something like that, or tomorrow. So,
isn't that Gen V?
Is it Gen V, or am I thinking of a whole other? Am I thinking of
Gen V?
Because that's supposed to be spinoff.
The new episode that came out today for Gen V, but it's been out.
Oh. Then maybe that was what it was. I don't know. I kind of glanced over it, and also I only paid attention to Invincible because that's all I care about, and I really want to watch it. So that comes out tomorrow, the 3rd. I'm definitely gonna watch it. We could definitely review this. We got a lot of stuff watching soon. We got the Invincible season that we're gonna kind of take a review. I'm sure you guys are gonna watch it. We have the rest of Loki that we need to review, and we have the Marvels. Which, it's not so exciting. But the other two are really excited about. So we'll have to see. Sin says, I really got into Invincible and The Boys, but I have not caught up. Well, you need to catch up. It's a really good show. They're both amazing. I will say you're probably gonna be mad. I'm behind on The Boys. I think I'm on season 2. Or I finished season 2. I don't know. When he crashed into the whale, that was the last that I saw. That was hilarious.
I remember that. So funny.
Yeah. So, and she says hi, by the way. What's up, girl? I know my brother keeps telling me, yeah, you need to listen to your brother. If he feels like he's right. Listen to him and watch the show. It's really good. Yeah. Oh my God.
The season 2 episode 1 is already out for him.
Oh, Ted being all British and shit in the UK, and it's 8, it's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning. It's 2 o'clock in the morning for him, so it already aired. But I don't have Prime. Oh, that sucks. Well, all right, now I guess it's 1 a.m. It's not 2. Well, it's almost 2 a.m. Yeah. It's so good. The art animation for Invincible, I love it. It's amazing. It's phenomenal. The ending is gonna leave you like, I don't even know, man. The ending is so crazy. I didn't even know what to say. I think I was out in public when I watched this, and I lost it, and I was like, I need to keep cool because I'm out in public right now on like a train or something. I don't even remember where I was, but I had to rewatch that ending scene, like the ending, like basically the second half of the end, so many times because it was insane. It literally just started being 1 a.m. Oh, okay, so you're 4 hours ahead. My bad. Whatever. You know what I mean? All right, anyway. So yeah, so Invincible Season 2 starts tomorrow, or in some cases Ted, but Ted doesn't have Prime. Sorry, buddy. But yeah. But yeah, I don't have Prime, so yay. Yay. Well, did you watch Season 1? How'd you watch Season 1 if you watched Season 1? And while we wait for that answer, we'll also say, Now You See Me 3 apparently is confirmed to start rolling.
Oh.
Yeah, it's officially moving forward. So
Movie's cheesy.
I
remember
was
it's
actually
cheesy.
I was a fan of this franchise. I don't know. Like I did enjoy the random ass tricks they did
the
in
tricks and stuff, yeah.
story building.
I'm not
Yeah.
gonna, like, I liked the first one. I thought the first one was
Yeah, for
cool.
sure.
The second one was, but I liked the first one. It is cheesy, I'll agree, but I enjoyed it. I thought it was cool. I loved Season 1. I haven't had Prime for a while. Yo, it's Alfred. Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know that. So then how did you see Season 1 if you didn't have Prime? Unless you just stopped having Prime after you watched Season 1. But yeah, there's really not much else to say with that. Now You See Me 3 apparently is in production. And also, what just came out, Five Nights at Freddy's. Have you guys seen the movie? Did you watch it?
I don't know anything of it, so I didn't.
Is that a horror or something?
Five Nights
It's supposed to be based off like a video game? I
Are you
think.
playing
Yeah, it
with
was
me
based
right
off
now,
video
or are
game?
you just kind of... Is this real
What do
life?
you mean?
You guys
What?
really don't know what Five Nights at Freddy's is?
No,
No, I've been hearing about it. I don't entirely
Yeah.
know. I think it's based off a game, right?
Yeah, it's based
I
off a
think it's
game.
based off a video game. Yeah.
It is based off.
Is that a horror game?
Yes, it is a horror game. Did
It's
you
a
not
horror
watch the
game.
trailer? Did we not watch the trailer together? I thought we watched the trailer on
No,
this.
we watched
I-
the trailer.
I
but we just don't know
vaguely,
anything
I
about it.
vaguely remember watching the trailer, but like there was dolls or something, right?
Teddy
Dolls!
Of like animals.
I feel
Stuffed
I'm
animals.
I'm offended. I'm offended.
No, because I'm trying. It didn't look. It didn't stand out to me. That's what it was. It just didn't stand out. I didn't
fair
like.
enough, I guess.
It looks
Even
lame.
Even
Can't
with
just say
what's his
it.
face, even with what's his face as the main character there, it's got a lot of people. It actually has Shaggy, the guy who plays Shaggy.
Oh.
Hold on. Apparently, the girl who's in it is really creepy, Elizabeth Lale. It has Josh Hutcherson. He's the main character.
I like him.
Yeah, Matthew Lillard is who plays Shaggy. He's in it. I don't know if you're gonna know anyone else. Elizabeth Leal. She looks familiar. Where the hell is she in? Oh, she was in You. She was the first chick in You, the blonde girl that like he first fell in love with in the first season.
Oh.
She was in the movie.
I like her.
Yeah, she was kind of cool. The rest of the people, I don't know. So basically, I'm going to read all these comments before because you apparently pissed off a lot of people, guys. And by a lot, I mean a
Oh
couple.
no.
But
no,
let's see.
guys, relax.
So Jesse Eisenberg annoys me, Sin said, but I did like the first Now You See Me. Andrew Shane, how do you not know? That was Ted. I even know it's a video game, Sin said, horror game specifically. When I worked at Newbury Comics, it was very popular when it came out. It was very popular, yeah. Shane and Andrew, you disappoint me every time we talk. That was Ted.
Oh.
He also said, Zoink Scoob, I didn't mean to kill all those kids. And I do want to watch the movie Five Nights at Freddy's. Yes, definitely watch it. I heard it was really good. So basically the premise of Five Nights at Freddy's, the video game, I will say, is that you are a new security guard. It's your first night. And you're a security guard at like a Chuck E. Cheese. But it's like, it's called Freddy's something. And it's literally a Chuck E. Cheese. It's like a arcade gaming kind of vibe, but it also has the animatronics. And it has, I think it started with maybe 4 animatronics in the first game. And at night, you have to survive. It's called Five Nights at Freddy's for a reason. You have to survive all 5 nights. And each night, you only have like a flashlight. And then you can look at the security cameras and then you can close doors. That's it. You're stuck in your security room the entire time that you're there. And some of the animatronics get scared by the light and some get you like only you got to close the door. But like you're basically just flipping through the security footage, the security cameras, and if like they'll just be in another room. And then like some of them are like looking at the camera or something. And then like you'll hear them in the vents and you have to like close the door or like shine a light or something. I don't know. And then
Are you
they'll
describing the game or the movie?
this is the game. So then they'll jump
Oh,
out
okay.
at you and stuff. If you fail to like get rid of them, they'll jump out at you and you die and you lose. And then you have to start all over. But you have to survive the entire night. And you only have a certain battery power, so like you can't just use up all the electricity to close the door and keep the door closed. Like you have to like be smart about it, blah blah blah. And so then the second, third, fourth, there's like 5 of the games, I think. They add new games, they add new concepts. It's really fun. And it's just like a really overall, just really cool, creepy game. I enjoy it a lot. And they finally made it into a movie. And in the movie, I believe they stuck with that premise just a little bit. But Josh Hutcherson apparently is the new security guard. And he starts seeing that these animatronics at night come to life and that they've eaten children and all this other stuff. It's like a crazy thing. But I heard that if you really like the game and you really kind of just like watch the movie for what it is, it's actually really good. So give it a shot. Give it a try.
No,
You know, why not? Fine. Don't do it.
no.
Maybe I might. Yeah, I might. I'm doing a movie night tomorrow, so
Watch
I'll
it.
try to squeeze that in.
Watch it. It's a little
Okay,
creepy.
all
a little,
right.
you know.
All right.
Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria is what the name of the place is called. Or that's what Ted says. In vents. Don't forget the damn vents. No,
See,
I don't
'cause
forget the
that
vents.
poster looks more comedic than anything else to me. Like it doesn't feel horror. Like it looks like a fun little.
Well, I think that
kids
there was some comedy in
horror.
it. Like I think I remember watching the
Yeah.
trailer and there was a little bit of comedy. I don't really know if it's like actually like super screamy stuff. Since that it looks like it'll be a good film. I love Matthew Lillard. He's like a scream king for horror movies. 13 Ghosts, Scooby Doo, Wicker Park. That's more like a thriller, but still Scream. I'm pretty sure he's in Scream. He is in Scream. Oh yeah, he's 100% in Scream. You said Scream like 3 times. He is in Scream. If Donnie was here, Shane and Andrew would be dead. Why are you such a hater, Andrew? Sin said.
Oh.
Also, I like how Sin included Scooby Doo in horror movies.
Hey,
She said
Yeah,
he's
you
the
can-
Scream King for
right.
horror movies, and then
Yeah.
put Scooby Doo as the second one.
I don't know if you remember, but I was pretty scared.
I was not
That
scared.
Monster Island one.
Yeah.
Scooby Doo is very scary. That Monster Island one was crazy. That's one of my favorite things. I freaking love that movie.
You know, okay, so yeah, you guys remember the scene from I can't remember which Toy Story it was, but like it was a scene where one of the main toys was in like this weird place and all these screwed up toys where they had like a robot arm but like a human head.
That was the first one.
That was the first one, right?
Yeah, that was
And
in
there
that was in what's his face's room when Buzz and Woody got kidnapped
Yeah. So
or not kidnapped.
before we found out that they're actually nice toys, but that creepy vibe that they gave in the beginning,
Yeah.
that's what this trailer reminded me of, and that's why I didn't want to watch it. I'm like, that's lame.
What, you didn't like Toy
sorry.
Story?
No, I love Toy Story, but that scene is just like,
He's
like
hey,
just
don't
imagine
get
that
him a
scene
pass,
as like
right?
the
Relax.
whole movie. Yeah, like that's what I
He's about
thought.
getting jumped out in the streets.
Yeah.
Andrew just said he don't like Toy Story.
Sin said, "El Mayo, oh God, forgive me." Adam Warlock's room. Andrew, you scared me for a second. Scooby Doo is comedy, horror, whatever. It still counts. I'll give it to you, I guess. Fine, whatever. So yeah, so Five Nights at Freddy's. Oh, I didn't even say what the whole news was about. Five Nights at Freddy's is Blumhouse's biggest opening. So that's my point. Was going to say it's Blumhouse's biggest opening. It wins the domestic weekend for a gross of $78 million. So good for them. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's good.
People are liking it. They're talking about it. They're pretty solid. There's freaking detectives for ghosts and stuff. I get it. But yeah, so that's cool. The other 2 things that we have for regular news are trailers. So I figured we would watch 2 trailers. One trailer is going to be the second trailer. It's the last trailer. I want to play a little game when we do this trailer. It's 16 seconds long. I'm going to explain it, and then we're gonna do a little something, and everyone else can chime in and participate in this game because I'm curious as to how this is going to go. I haven't watched it, okay? So this can either go really bad or really interesting, or also just be funny and whatnot. So I'll explain after we watch it. But the first trailer is actually the Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. So
I didn't even know there was a new one. But
I didn't either.
Yeah,
This just randomly
excited.
popped up, but it's
Let's
hey,
go.
I mean, it's a trailer, so we're gonna watch it and then see how that looks. I haven't seen it just yet, so this is my first time too.
Right.
But here is the Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes official trailer coming out 2024.
When I sleep, I see strange things.
Memories?
Not memories. New things. I see everything.
That's Caesar.
That is not everything.
Hey, she's from The Witcher.
What a wonderful day!
I'm down for it.
It's interesting.
I'll watch it.
I hope their like last movie, they'll like bring back. Was it Matt Damon or Mark Wahlberg? I can't remember who was in the original.
No, that was the original was the guy who played the original Hulk. Oh no, it was
It was
No,
James
no, no.
Franco. James Franco.
yeah, James Franco, my bad.
No, not that.
Oh, like the
'cause that was
old,
a prequel.
the old,
Oh.
Yeah, the old, our early 2090s.
legit
Whatever.
Planet of the Apes.
Oh, I don't
I
know.
guess.
Yeah, legit plan. Yeah,
Oh yeah, I can't
yeah. I
remember
think,
that.
Couldn't tell you, man.
look that up real quick.
Ted said, plus the original series would get quite dark sometimes. Oh, he said they have stun stick thingies. Yes, they do. I guess they do. They're like supposed to be smart now, and they're hunting humans and stuff. I don't know. Like it's
Yeah, looks like they're about to rebuild their civilization more.
yeah. It looks interesting. I'm down for it. I'll definitely watch it. You know. So we got that
Mark
going.
Wahlberg.
Mark
That's what
Wahlberg.
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
never
Mark
would
I
have.
want him to come back, and then get us back right to the beginning in the loop.
Well, no, because
that's what I want.
it looked like years have gone by. Like he should be dead.
No, because that's you don't remember how the story went. It was he went through like a sort of the wormhole
Yeah.
and then traveled to the Planet of the Apes
Oh no.
from like humanity or whatever.
I did
Yeah,
not. Okay, interesting.
So-
Oh, go ahead.
Since this is like Kingdom of Planet of the Apes, right? It has to be another one after this because it has to be legit like a whole planet of apes.
yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
why it
it's
has
like
to.
Probably.
Yeah.
Ted said he's gonna head
It's
out.
just like it's like a loop.
Oh, geez, Ted.
Alright, Ted.
Wait, hold on. This is important. Ted said he's gonna head out, and he hurt his head today, so I need some sleep. Did you go to the doctors and find out if it's a
Ah.
concussion?
Yeah,
Ted,
Don't
this
just
is
go to
this
sleep.
is actually incredibly important. If you hurt your head and you need some sleep, you should definitely go to the doctors if you have not already to check if it's not a concussion. It's not good if you sleep with the concussion. That is insanely
Yeah, that's-
important. So just be careful.
extremely dangerous.
Yes, don't do that. I'd like to see you in future streams, Ted. So figure out if you don't have a concussion first. Anyway. No, I just dropped my phone on my head. It's a big phone, but I don't think it could give me a concussion. Ted,
Okay.
I'm going to tell you something right now. One time, my sister-in-law was moving a box. Just a cardboard box. She walked into the corner of a door with that box and then slightly hit her head and got a mild concussion. So it can give you concussions. It might not seem it, but you could have a slight concussion. Just be careful, man. That's all I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Have someone checking on you.
yeah. So here's the thing. This is our second trailer, and we're gonna play a little game when watching this trailer. And anyone watching this, I ask for you to also play this game because we are going to. It might be interesting. You know, who knows? But it's the new trailer that I'm gonna show is called Imaginary. It's a 16-second long trailer. It's a teaser trailer. But apparently, from what I heard, this is dumb. But you go to the movie theaters and you close your eyes the whole movie. And you're just supposed to listen to the dialogue and you create your own plot in your head when just listening to it. Now, I don't know if this is true, but I figured we could try it out. And I'm going to read the description of this YouTube video. What if you open your eyes, you get blinded because the whole screen is just white. I don't know. All right, let me actually read. Let me read this for us. I know we're going to go a little blank, but I kind of have to read it. So the trailer for the upcoming Blumhouse horror movie. Oh, I didn't know it was horror. I had no idea it was horror. But here's the deal. We're going to watch it together. We're going to close our eyes. And then we're going to determine if this is true or not, or what we thought, or what we think the plot's going to be. And then I'm going to rewatch it. Oh, yeah, see, it doesn't have anything. It just says Imaginary 308. I don't know what the heck that means, but apparently there's going to be some like kind of background stuff. But here we go. Ready? 15 seconds. Close your eyes. Just imagine. Oh, I got to turn the volume on. That would be kind of nice. All right. 3, 2, 1.
But it was just my imagination running away with me.
Okay, that was kind of dumb. My bad. That was it. That was literally it. That was it. That's it. Ended.
What? That didn't make me imagine anything.
No, but apparently it's a horror movie. So apparently, and I can. Okay, so here's the deal. If you really are just like not picturing anything, you might actually be able to create, like, you get more jump scares because your eyes are closed. So you're not expecting a jump scare when your eyes are closed. You know what I mean? Like, usually, unless you imagine it happening, but usually,
I feel like jump scares are only effective when you visually see that.
no, I feel like they're less effective.
Because the sound, because I mean, yeah, I guess the sound kind of like shakes you, like, but
Well,
it's not as effective.
with nowadays, like now you're watching all these horror movies. Like I don't get scared anymore because like I know when something's gonna pop out. I'm like, this is obvious. Like this is gonna pop out. You know what I mean? So like I don't get really that scared. But if my eyes are closed and I'm trying to imagine it, I feel like it would be more effective to make me jump.
I feel like because my eyes are closed and like it's all based on sound, I can predict the jump scare by the buildup of the music.
I guess
I don't.
it
I
makes
don't know.
sense. I mean,
I don't know.
you're not
You know,
wrong.
it's funny because I don't know how effective. Because you guys know that there are like certain people in the world who can't visually see things in their brain.
Mhm.
Like they can't imagine. Like if you're trying to picture a tree, they aren't able to picture a tree. It's just a blank space in their mind.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this movie's not gonna be for them.
Oh,
Yeah. It's
mine still works.
yours still works.
Mine still works. I can still visualize. I can still imagine things. I'm good.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
So what do you think the movie's about? Now I kind of need to know.
I was during the whole entire 15 seconds of it, I was trying to figure out if the sound I was hearing was someone on like a typewriter. So it was like a back and forth
okay.
in my
For
head.
some reason.
Like, is someone typing? Is that a typewriter? Like, that's literally what's on my mind.
I think it was a
Ted-
ticking clock. but I
yeah,
don't
the
know.
ticking clock. Ted said the music seemed kind of like a circus. I could see it. And he kind of just imagined a clown like chasing figure or chasing people.
I was hoping to hear like a sort of monster sound.
Yeah.
No.
Like I said, I never watched this before, so I have no idea. I didn't know what to expect either. So we'll see.
Yeah. Can't wait to find out.
We'll
Well,
see.
because we won't. Will we find out?
I don't know.
We won't see anything.
Maybe we all find out something different. Maybe I'm like, oh, this is about a werewolf like eating people alive, and you're just like, nah, dude, this is about like Annabelle. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like we would all have different interpretations of the same movie, which maybe is the point. I don't know. Maybe I'm totally wrong too.
That would
What I'm
actually
reading is
cool.
dumb.
No, I feel like my imagination sucks compared to you guys.
I'm just
a tight
throwing
word.
some
Imagine
stuff.
anything yet.
I don't know. Who knows?
Uh,
Okay, Ted said he's actually gonna go play some Titanfall 2 before I go to sleep. So you got, have a good night. All right, Ted. We'll hope your head feels better, man.
yeah.
Later, man.
Yeah. See you later, dude. Have a good night. Hope you feel better. Take care. So the next piece of news, we're gonna go to DC because today we only have one piece of DC news. As we always usually do, like we have been for the past couple of weeks, but the only piece of DC news, it also has to do with the Joker again. So the Joker 2, we're getting a lot of stuff, but the director, Lawrence Sher, says that the Joker 2 is pretty risky, according to her, and it's going to surprise a lot of people. It is now in the final stages of post-production. That kind of gets me
I
excited.
can't wait to see a trailer, man.
Yeah, me too.
Like I need to because all these things that we're hearing about it, like I don't know what to expect. And I'm like, because like once we found out it was like partial musical and stuff like that, but then we saw the image of like Harley and stuff. I'm like, I don't know how to feel.
The way she says it's pretty risky makes me feel like they're really pushing the boundaries of a movie. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like there are unspoken, like there are just unwritten rules, like, you know what I mean, that people do that you just don't put in a movie. Like, for example, you don't show a baby dying. You know what I mean? Like, you just don't show a baby being killed in a movie. It's too much. But I feel
figured
like
it's just the musical aspect of it is the risky part.
oh, to me, I'm like, oh, this is like if I'm gonna go watch this movie, like I'm gonna watch this, I'm gonna be like, this is fucked up. Like that's my thought process in the whole thing. Like I really feel like the way she says it's
I was
risky,
thinking
she's like, ooh.
when I hear it, I was like, okay, it's not gonna be a typical movie, like not musical, not horror, or like kind of thrillery or some shit. I don't know. Like it's a weird new mashup. Yeah.
We'll see. But that's really all
Yeah.
she says. Is that Lady Gaga? Yeah, Sin. Lady Gaga plays Harley Quinn. And it's gonna kind of be
How
like
do
a
you
little
feel
bit
about
of a
that?
musical. Yeah, I'm kind of curious as to what she says.
I remember her love for Harley Quinn.
So yeah, Harley Quinn is gonna play Gaga is gonna play Harley Quinn, and honestly, I'm really digging it. And the more and more I hear about her, I'm digging it more and more. Not gonna lie. And now we're gonna get into final pieces, and it's all Marvel news. Sin is actually very pleased to see that and surprised. All right, guys, listen. Not long awaited, but like this is finally confirmed. So for all of you people kind of giving this argument, stop. Marvel recently just came out and confirmed that the MCU is actually Earth 616. It is not Earth 19999. It is Earth 616. A lot of people were making this assumption or theory that it was Earth 1999 and 9999, 4 nines, 3 nines, something like, you know what I'm talking about. Even
all I know is 606 was the original.
616 is
The
the
comic
original
book
Earth.
one.
Yep, it's the comic book one, and they're claiming that it is Earth 616. The actress who plays America Chavez is claiming that we're actually the MCU takes place in Earth 1999. She makes some very, very convincing theories. She's a very big comic nerd, so I would love to have her on the show. If you're ever watching, if you're watching this, come on over. But anyway, because it would be really cool to get her like thoughts on stuff like that. But she claims that we're on Earth 1999, and her like it's a good theory. It's a good theory, but it's disclosed because they said and confirmed it's actually it's in the guidebooks. Everything, it's Earth 616. So, and now people won't even believe that. They're just claiming that it's false and that they're just kind of saying that just to say it.
I feel like I don't like the idea that it would be 616, because if it is, then it's far from the accuracy of the comics. Because because it was like if you kept 616 its own separate thing, then you say the comic books are fully what it is. But if we're saying that this is the live action version of the comics, then it's already been off by a lot.
Oh yeah, but that's what they
Yeah,
claim.
I don't know.
That is what they claim, and yeah, I'm just gonna. It might piss off a lot of people. What also might piss off a lot of people or just kind of be a little lame is Blade. So Mahershala Ali basically almost walked out of the Blade project.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've been
They
hearing a
keep
lot of
fucking
things.
rewriting it, right?
What?
They keep redoing the script or some
So
shit.
they keep on rewriting it. They've actually had a couple new actors. Apparently now, oh, the Crazy J. Hey, Crazy J, what's going on, man? How you doing today? You feeling better? Hopefully everything's cool. Thank you for the hydration. So I've been hearing a lot about this Blade project. Apparently the first time, the first person wrote it, Kevin Feige came and there was only like 100 pages of the script and there really wasn't like a lot of dialogue and that was kind of dumb. Then I keep on hearing about how like Mahershala Ali was upset because it sucked and he almost walked out. And then I also hear that they have something and like he's not like the main character anymore. He was like the fourth main character, and that the Blade movie was actually going to have like a very strong independent like female lead role and they were going to be the main character. I've heard that like now I guess they have a different director, and this director was the director for it's on the tip of my tongue, dude, but I can't think of the movie. It was a pretty solid movie though. But I can't. Let me look it up, see if I can find it. Blade MCU director. Nah. Jan Demenge. Is that even right? Nah, I couldn't tell you. Either way, I've been hearing a lot of stuff about this specific thing, and I have no idea what to believe and what direction this is going to come out. But apparently, Blade is actually pushed back more too, due to this and due to the strike. So, just curiously interesting. Jay says, "Been better, been worse, still in the hospital." I'm sorry to hear that, man. I hope that you make a really speedy recovery and you can get out of there pretty quickly. But I'm glad you're okay, and I'm glad you're getting better. Just saying. So yeah, Blade. This is the Blade, and then we get to the Marvels. So the Marvels comes out next weekend, I believe. And
that was the one you're talking about. It wasn't America Chavez. It was her, Miss Marvel, the actress there. She's the one that knows about the
Was it her? I thought it was America Chavez.
No, it was her. I think her name is like Iman Villa something. I don't forgot what her name was, but she's the one that talked about the theory of which Earth it is.
Oh, I thought it was Xochitl Gomez.
America Chavez was the one from Doctor Strange, I think, right? Multiverse of Madness. Yeah.
Oh, well. No, it was America Chavez. I just looked it up.
Wasn't. Liar.
No. It's her. Because, no, it is her. Because the girl who played Miss Marvel, she doesn't really know too much about it, I don't think.
Yeah, it says Miss Marvel Episode 1 actor Iman Vellani tackles Kevin Feige over the wrong MCU Earth number in Doctor Strange 2. She's the one that had the... she voiced that, okay, whatever happened in Doctor Strange might not be the Earth that they're saying it is.
Or maybe it was her.
But the actress in Doctor Strange, she didn't say anything. She's just an actress in Doctor Strange.
Ah, okay. Supposed to be getting home tomorrow.
Also,
That's good, Crazy.
About
That's
two
awesome.
different things.
We might be thinking. I don't know. Whatever.
No, because
What?
No, because I think you guys are talking about two different things. Because America Chavez speculated what Earth the MCU is, and then Miss Marvel was clarifying the Earth that was in the Doctor Strange one.
Yeah, but he's saying the actress that knows a lot about the Marvel comics. It's this one, Miss Marvel. She's the one that knows a lot.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like I said, those are two different topics you guys are talking about.
Yep.
Maybe they both know. Who knows?
Maybe both the same
Anyway,
person.
I don't really care much for either of them. I'm just kidding. They're
I'm
pretty
here to
solid.
mediate.
So, so anyways, so the Marvels, it comes out next weekend, right? It has been receiving very middling reviews. And that's the first time I ever used that
middling?
word. All right, middling.
I've never heard that.
I'm
Wow.
quoting. All right, this is a direct quote.
As the kids would say, it's gonna be very mid.
It's going to be very mid. And I called that it was going to be pretty mid from the start or just really bad. But so, we always go like, and we'll get like good reviews from like early reviews, right? Or bad reviews. It's always like really good or really bad. I've never heard middling. Never. So that just shows how mid this movie is probably going to be. If someone has to use the word middling.
Yeah. I feel like we kind of expect that it's going to be a mid movie.
Oh, it's 100%.
We're going in to watch this to know what's going to happen next.
And no one really, yeah, but I'm not even going to, no. So, like it's
No
it's a
expectations
mid movie.
always.
I have no expectations,
Yeah.
man.
All of these movies that has been coming out, there's just been no expectation of like it ever being good, and like just hoping it's not bad. That's really what it is.
After Loki is over, I'm done with the MCU until pretty much Deadpool 3.
Yeah, until any major stuff comes.
Yeah, I'm not into it, man. I'm just not feeling anything right now. But I guess apparently even the director left mid movie to go and work on her other project with the movie still being in project, which is kind of wild to me. It's like if you like that to me, it's like you gave up on the movie. Like you obviously put your other movie of more importance to this one for a specific reason. And why is that? You know what I mean? So a lot of people are looking at all these new clips that are coming out of the Marvels and just kind of seeing all these reviews, and they're saying that it's completely mid. Like no one is really enjoying this movie at all. So that kind of makes me less want to watch the movie less, but for the content in this thing, I will watch it.
I still think it's gonna make like $1 billion though. Like $1
I don't
billion
think so. I honestly think that this is gonna tank. It's only an hour 45 minutes. It's gonna tank. I'm telling you. Like this is actually I'm calling it right now. The Marvels is going to be Marvel's like worst film. It's going to be they're gonna make the least amount of money on this film. It's not gonna make as much. They're gonna say that this is like the least, like the lowest that they've ever made on any Marvel movie. I'm calling it.
Yeah,
right now.
I expect that because like after all of the movies that has come out so far has been like deeply disappointing, and there was already barely any hype for the like Captain Marvel ever. Yeah, I feel like this is the movie that people are gonna give up on.
I haven't seen anyone look at the Marvels and say, I really want to see this. Or like, damn, I'm hyped to go see this movie. I've always just said no one cares. Like all the comments to any of this Marvel content, like the Marvel's content, no one cares. At all. Ever.
I wish like at least like one female-led movie, like hero movie, did well. Like I would at least hope for that, but
Wonder Woman.
every single one, yeah, that was like back in the early days of like when DC was actually hopeful.
That's true.
You know?
Fair enough. Yeah, I don't know. They just haven't made any good. It hasn't just been good. So that's the Marvels. The other piece of news is this is kind of interesting. So I don't know what's really going to happen anymore, but apparently the Marvel is looking into reconsidering their focus of Jonathan Majors as Kang and the Kang Dynasty. But not even like, okay, so I'm telling you right, like this is interesting because as of right now, we've already had Phase 4 and we're already halfway into Phase 5 or just like a couple movies into Phase 5? No, we're in the beginning of Phase 5, right? It's supposed to be phases 4 through 6 is the Kang Dynasty, right? We are now approaching the middle of Phase 5, and they're now reconsidering the focus, and they want to actually move in another direction and potentially make the focus on Doctor Doom. potentially. But it's like, how are you going to get rid of everything that you just did from phase 4 into
Yeah,
like
that
what you did
big
now?
major storyline that you've been pushing.
Right. And so like, and you've already created the storyline for the rest of the phase 5 and phase 6. So how are you
Right.
going to change all of this stuff that's in pre-production or is already in the works or is already scripted to go and match what you want to move in the direction of anyways? Because if you're going to do that, then I feel like you're going to have to push Fantastic Four a little up.
Yeah.
Because Fantastic Four isn't supposed to come out until the end of what, phase 5? Maybe phase 6? Beginning phase 6? I don't remember. But we haven't heard anything about Fantastic Four. And like, how are you going to introduce that big of a villain? I don't know. It just kind of doesn't make a
Well,
lot
I
of
mean,
sense.
they can always, because technically a Marvel villain is just a Marvel villain, even though he belongs to a group of heroes. They could just bring Doctor Doom out like earlier before they even introduced the Fantastic Four and
I
kind of build
guess,
on that.
and then like bring Fantastic Four in later or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's
a little
disappointing, man, because like the real potential of Kang the Conqueror would have been fucking phenomenal if there was like real follow through, and if there wasn't such MCU exhaustion, you know.
Yeah. But like, of course, and you know, with all the controversy that Jonathan Majors is kind
Mhm.
of going through, but
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just rumors. But you know, if it's true, I have no idea how they're gonna really fix that. So I don't know. But speaking of the future,
How bad would it be if they recast it? Like, do you
I
think
don't
that
think
would
know.
like
honestly, I think that'd be a smart decision.
That
If
like
would
they
be
at
did.
this yeah
fine.
like at this point at this stage I feel like it's okay to recast.
You can't.
Yeah.
I mean, he was like pretty heavily in Loki for the past couple of episodes, but it's not like he was in so much that they need to
Yeah, because he was
really.
in only one movie
Yeah,
technically,
and they killed
which
him,
was Ant-Man. Yeah, so recasting
but
after
then they
that,
brought it back.
I feel like would be not too bad.
They
It'll
could.
be the same. It'd be like the same transition from when we got like the first Hulk movie with Edward Norton.
Yeah,
and to
yeah.
Mark
Mm.
Ruffalo.
And then
No
bring
one really,
Ruffalo?
no one bat an eye on it. Like it's just
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people
transition.
did,
Like I did because I'm a fan of Edward Norton, but I was like, all right, it's fine.
yeah,
It has to happen.
no
Things
one was
happen.
really upset over it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I think this is the same thing because we didn't really see King like go all out. You know what I mean? Like he
Yeah.
did a little bit in Ant-Man, but other than that, he didn't really go all out.
No.
At least the threat of him. It's only been talked about but never shown.
Yeah.
So it's still time to recast, I think.
I think there is. I think that instead of like really trying to focus on a new thing, I think that they could just recast. I agree.
I think that if they already recorded certain scenes for future Marvel movie with him in it, for like end credits and stuff like that, that might be the part that's difficult to change.
Oh yeah, probably. Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so also speaking of the multiverse, like the kind of like the future of the DC or the MCU, Deadpool 3. So Deadpool 3, I heard so they've been releasing it. It's been the same thing over and over again. So I don't know if this is just kind of like tracking or if this is real, but apparently the premise of Deadpool 3 is that Deadpool is traveling the multiverse to get the prime superhero of every multiverse to join a team to fight the TVA after what he did. So he's at war with the TVA because of all the things that he did at the end credit scenes of Deadpool 2, where he like brought back his wife, he like fixed all the things and did like all the funny stuff. And apparently he's going to meet the primes. So Wolverine, Hugh Jackman's Wolverine is the like prime hero of that Earth. You know what I mean? So he tries to recruit Wolverine, and Hugh Jackman's Wolverine is very hesitant, is what I understand. But I heard Tom Holland, like, so actually, I don't know if it's Tom Holland, but people are saying like, oh, like they're gonna basically choose who the prime Spider-Man is gonna be, because you have to go to a multiverse and pick a Spider-Man. If you're gonna pick a Spider-Man, who's it gonna be? Tom Holland, Tobey Maguire, or Andrew Garfield? Or is it gonna be a completely different Spider-Man that you just don't want to choose anyone from? And who's the other heroes that are gonna be prime? You know what I mean? Like, these are like, he goes to the multiverses and he picks the best hero. Is he going to make a joke about Spider-Man? Is Spider-Man actually going to come in? Like, there's a whole thing. But apparently, they're confirming that in Hugh Jackman's universe, he is the ultimate like hero, which is kind of crazy.
That's
It
pretty
is.
cool.
Yeah, so we'll see how that
That's
goes.
wild that they're choosing because Logan happened, but then it's gonna be
So it's
taking
happening
place
before.
prior to
Yeah,
Logan.
because the
That's
the
wild.
the incident that happened with Logan 3 when he dies, I think it's the year 2030 or 2040 something, and this takes place in 2025 or something like that. Like it's before he dies, and they said that they were going to ignore the whole thing, like it's going to be like a whole weird shtick, but that's apparently the premise of Deadpool 3.
It's funny, out of all the crossovers that they were gonna do with the MCU, would not have thought it would be the TVA.
Right. So that's it, but it makes sense because the TVA
Yeah.
is like a thing that protects, from variants or whatever you want to call them. And because he
Yeah.
screwed with the timeline by fixing up all this stuff, like they're definitely going to be after him. So this kind of does make a little sense. It actually really
Yeah.
goes well.
It
It's
also
pretty
ties
sweet.
into the flow really well right now.
It
man.
does. And speaking of Hugh Jackman, I heard, and this is kind of cool, but I heard that Hugh Jackman's Wolverine and Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man will be the two main characters in Avengers Secret Wars. So,
What?
yeah. I don't know
It
how.
would be nice. I would love to have Wolverine in Secret Wars. That'd be fucking amazing. But wow.
Yeah, they're saying like so
Unexpected.
Tobey Maguire is going to be the main character of this whole thing, which people have been calling and saying because Sam Raimi is the director. So
Oh.
yeah, so he's like, I'm curious on if this is actually going to happen, but if it does, that's sick. I'm gonna
Mhm.
love that movie. It's gonna be nostalgia central, but oh, to see Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man as a main character again would be really cool. That's kind of like giving him his like fourth movie, like a Spider-Man 4.
Yeah.
And then bringing like Hugh Jackman and kind of giving him his last hurrah or something. Like I don't really know what they're gonna do. And Tom Holland apparently is going to be coming like back with some things, but like Tobey Maguire is apparently going to be like the Spider-Man. So that's really cool.
Isn't it so crazy to think of like a movie universe is like allowed to come into another movie universe and then take over as a main character?
Yeah, it's so cool.
Yeah.
But people are going to lose their minds.
Yeah.
Like I can't wait for these trailers to drop. Like I really need to
Mhm.
see it. But yeah, Hugh Jackman.
This is the Marvel that we wait for.
Yeah.
This is the one
It's-
that's worth it.
I'm excited. So this is our last topic of conversation, and I'm curious on your thoughts here. Apparently, Marvel is looking into bringing back the OG Avengers, the original cast, for another movie. This means that they would revive Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark and Scarlett Johansson as the Black Widow. And they said that the way that they had this movie made, or the way that the MCU's direction was taken, they easily can write a way where they were revived and it makes sense. But they
Yeah.
want to bring
it could-
back.
I bet there's so many options, but they gave us such nice endings
Yeah.
for some of them. The only one that they fucked over was Black Widow, but like the other endings were nice.
Yeah.
Like
So
it
they
just
want to bring the
feels
OGs.
like it diminishes their death.
It
You know what I
does.
mean?
And plus, like, outside of the movie aspect of things, Scarlett Johansson is not on good terms with Disney or Marvel. I
Right.
don't
That's
know,
why I
she's-
was a little curious about.
Yeah.
And this is why I'm kind of like I'm not buying it, because
Yeah.
if you really think about it, so Chris Hemsworth is still Thor, right? That's fine.
Mhm.
But like you also have Scarlett Johansson who sued Disney, and Disney is not hiring her in any Disney movies at the moment. So like she really cut ties with Disney. Robert Downey Jr. is dead as Iron Man. He's not actually dead, but like Tony Stark is dead. Captain America, Chris Evans is Captain America. He said he doesn't want to come back as Captain America.
Yeah.
He's content and fine with the movie and how it ended as it is. Like he's done. He doesn't want to come back.
I've been hearing things about him where like he just hasn't wanted to, like, he doesn't want to act as much as he did before.
Yeah, like he's
Like,
married now. He probably wants to
yeah.
start a family. He's in his
Yeah.
40s. That guy probably wants a
I
kid.
know. I was
you
like,
know?
man, just leave the man alone.
Yeah.
Like he moved back to Massachusetts. He's having his life. I was like, just let him be.
Yeah, he's done his
I
thing,
was
man.
like,
He was in Captain America for 15 years. You know, like that's a lot. He was in his 20s when he was Captain America. Now he's 40. Like it's a lot of stuff. And like I think like he finally got married. I think he's happy. He wants to like kind of get a life. And like he's 40 years old. Like when is he gonna have a kid? You know, I think he wants a kid. I think he wants like a family. So I don't know. Like, and all these people too, they're kind of saying that Marvel is grasping at straws because they're seeing that their numbers are going down and they're trying to find ways to revive their like MCU. So
Yeah.
I don't really know how I feel about that. And I honestly doubt that most of the original Avengers would actually want that to happen. So I personally think it's a load of BS. But maybe they are actually looking into going and getting the original cast, but I just don't think that they're going to be successful.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see. But I just don't.
I'd like them to, if they came back, I'd like for it to be like a quick one-off cameo that has nothing to do with them reviving in that universe.
Oh, they were saying like it would be a movie, like a
Yeah.
whole movie of the OG Avengers. No,
No, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not entirely excited about
I'm
it.
not.
I feel like it's one of those, like they've been hearing how badly they've been doing, and they just grasping at anything.
Oh
you know
yeah,
what I
for
mean,
sure.
and hope, yeah, that'll fix it.
But I like that. I feel like is probably the worst way to do things. Like you should just like
Yeah,
focus on
'Cause
making
that,
it
like-
better. That's all we want.
the original Heroes isn't just all of what made like it so successful. It was, the time and thought they put into writing it, and like the effort they put into it. Like why they kept saying, people would complain about like stop pushing out all these stuff and just like take your time and
Yeah.
make quality content. Yeah,
What they don't like.
just get back
what
to
the-
that shit.
Yeah, what the fans are wanting, the fans are literally, and they've been saying this for a long time. They've been screaming it. They want quality over quantity, and they just don't listen.
Yeah.
Like it's taken them so long, and it's not like we don't like the MCU, but we're just upset with the MCU's direction that they've been taking because they've just been force feeding us crap that they've been like speeding along. Like just make a good movie like you used to, release it, and like that's all we want. That's really all we want. So I don't know, man. I don't know why they decided to go into that direction, or if they even are actually considering trying to go into that direction. But apparently, that's what I've heard. So that was our
We'll see
news.
with the Marvels. We'll see with the Marvels.
We'll see with the Marvels. I don't think it's going to be good, man. I'm calling it right now, but we'll see. So that is our news. That's it today. It wasn't that much. So
Not too bad.
no.
Wasn't too bad.
Next week we'll see if there are more news. Maybe there will be. Maybe there won't. Who knows? Maybe we'll get like a Joker trailer or something. I want to speak the Joker trailer into existence. That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
Is like,
God,
can
I
we
want to
get
see
it?
it so bad.
Like, oh hey, maybe we'll go see a Joker 2 trailer. DC.
Yeah, and then what? The week after, we'll definitely watch the Marvels next week.
Well, not next week, but the week after, right? Because it comes out next week. It comes out next Friday. I think,
yeah,
so.
no, the review is the week after. I'm
Oh
saying, like,
yeah,
we're
yeah,
going
yeah.
to
If
watch
you're
it.
gonna watch it, I mean, that's up to you.
Are you not watching it?
I'm not
Am I
gonna
watch
force
it
you guys
alone?
to. No, here's the thing. I'm not gonna force you guys to watch it. If you really don't want to watch it, we do not have to do a review right away. We can just say, hey, we can wait for it to come out in like DVD or something, or
That would be
Absolutely
months
not.
after. That'd be
Yeah,
months
it's
after.
not,
yeah.
For us to get the
even
like,
Snowy was saying that he was tempted to watch it. So
Wow.
yeah,
we
Okay,
have to.
all right.
Yeah,
like I said, man, I gave Barbie a chance and I liked it, so we'll see.
That's true.
yeah. See,
Solid. Fine. Fair enough. All right. We will do a review not next week, but the
In
week
2
after.
weeks.
So 2 weeks from now,
Yeah.
we'll do the Marvels review. So,
Yeah.
all right. All right. Well, we'll see what we get for next week. And other than that, thank you all for watching. Guys, we appreciate you coming on by. Crazy J, hope you feel better, man. Sin, good to see ya. Or hear from you, I guess, or read ya. Ted, I don't know if you're still here. You're probably not, but it was good to see you too, man. Fruit Loops, awesome to see you too. It's been good to see everybody. But yeah, hope you have a really fantastic night and a great weekend. And hopefully we'll see you all next week for episode 71. So see you guys later. Have a good night.